In this video I will be showing a few different techniques for the creation of a stylized bowl of ramen. For this particular video I got the help from Stylized Craft, who has a pretty cool YouTube channel with some nice stylized models and resources. He created the low poly as well as the texturing for this video. I'll leave a link in the video description for you to check out his channel. For this model, I decided to start by using Zbrush to create the high poly model. I started with a simple Dynamesh sphere, and while using the radial symmetry, I created the bowl. To make some of the other details, I decided to append a cylinder and Dynamesh that to create the interior or the soup of our tasty ramen dinner. I proceeded to duplicate that in order to create some of the other items such as the eggs and some of the other ingredients as well. For the ramen noodles, I decided to use the curved alpha brush with a simple alpha and drew the shapes on top of a duplicate of the original bowl interior. I created 3 different layers which I could manipulate separately in order to create the sense and look of many layers of ramen noodles. After I was done with the high poly, I assigned different color groups to different sections so that these could be used as an ID map later in Substance Painter. My friend from Stylized Craft proceeded to export a decimated version of the high poly model into Maya, where he proceeded to use a mix between simple primitives and the quad draw tool in order to create the low poly meshes. For some of the low poly meshes, he also used the Z remesher in Zbrush and cleaned up the geometry for those models back in Maya. The key here is to keep the model relatively low poly but without losing some of the key features. Next, he proceeded to create the UVs for all the pieces. The UV portion of this video was mainly done by applying a simple planar map, adding some cuts, and using the unfold tool to remove most of the UV distortion. For the bowl, he also straightened the UVs in order to have it utilize the space a little bit better, but also because he planned to paint a pattern on it using Substance Painter. This setup will make it a lot easier to do that. You'll see how that was useful a little bit later in this video. For this video, he used Marmoset Toolbag to bake the different maps, such as the normal, ID maps, and others. This is mainly due to preference, as you could also use Substance Painter to bake the maps as well. In Substance Painter, he used the 3DX Stylized Smart material as the base and proceeded to use a mix of other materials, such as the So Much Diffuse line of materials, which you can get online. The texturing process was very straightforward, with one notable section where he uses a custom alpha pattern as a mask to add some interesting details to the bowl. The mask pattern is fairly straight, and because he was careful to set up the UVs for the bowl in a straight manner, this made it a lot easier to use such a pattern on it. The final touches were to manually paint a few different sections of the model in order to give it a nicer, almost hand-painted look to it. Adding color variation and some fake color highlights really helps with this style of model. Alright, here's the final render for the model, which was done in Marmoset Toolbag. I hope this video was helpful and you learned something from it. I will be leaving links to all the resources for this video, as well as Stylized Crafts YouTube channel. Also, if you would like to learn how to make a simple stylized low poly environments within Unreal 5, I also have a course for that in the video description. Thank you all for coming, and I hope to see you in the next one. Would you like to learn the process for making simple stylized environments from scratch? Well, you see, making something like this is actually really simple. All you need is a 3D modeling program such as Maya or Blender and put it all together in Unreal 5, which is free to use. Hey, this is only a 45-second ad, so there's not enough time for me to cover everything. Click on the link below now and I will show you the exact process I used to make these simple environments. When you click that link, I will show you the steps for making an environment like this one in very little time. I will be showing you the modeling, block out of the level in Unreal 5, and also how to set up things like grass and leaves, as well as the final lighting for your level. Like I said, this is a short video, so I don't have enough time to explain everything here. Click the link below now so I can show you the steps. Also, I don't know how long this will be up for, so click the link below now so you don't miss out.